Hey, this is David at Carolina Luthier, and today we're going to be showing how to repair a cracked top on a guitar. It's a fairly common problem to see as a luthier, is cracks in the guitar body, often caused by humidity or lack thereof. If you don't keep your humidifier in your case and live in a dry climate, especially in the wintertime, or it can also be caused by an impact. In the case of this particular guitar, it's a very nice classical guitar that the gentleman was playing it in church. His strap broke, fell, hit the ground. The top separated from the sides, which I've already repaired that, and it cracked the top in several places. It's a fairly simple fix, but if done incorrectly can certainly look bad and greatly hinder the tone of the guitar. So it's very important that we do that right. So we'll go ahead and get started on that. Okay, here's the guitar in question. As I said before, the guitar was dropped, and the top had actually separated from the sides from here all the way down to about here. We've already glued that back in place, and now we're dealing with the cracks. You can see here there's some pretty nasty cracks right here. I've actually already glued these, and we'll have to touch the finish up. The one we'll be dealing with today, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but you can see right here, there's a crack running right down the center, not quite on the center line, but close to it. And the way we are going to do this is we're going to pump some glue into the crack, and then we're going to put a cleat on the inside of the top. The cleat, just a small piece of wood. They can be usually made out of the same material that we're gluing. In this case, it's spruce top, so we're using a little piece of spruce. You can buy these. If you're working on guitar, you should be able to make it yourself. Sometimes they're diamond shaped, sometimes they're more round. The main thing is that they're small and light, because you don't want anything to hinder the vibration of the top. You don't want to add a whole lot of weight to it. I've seen amateur luthiers make oversized cleats, and it just kills the sound of the guitar. And how we're going to get this all the way back here, because there's no way you're going to be able to fit a clamp back here. And with this somewhat unusual sound hole with the extension, there is no way I can fit my arm up in there all the way to the back. So what we're going to do is we are going to use this little tool. This is something that I made myself. Stuart McDonald sells something similar that you can buy, and it's just a block of wood with a banjo tuner, because I like banjos. I use a guitar tuner as well. Just what I happen to have. And what this will do is basically act as a winch, and we will poke a wire through the crack and tie it to a block, which will, as we tighten it up, the wire will pull up on that block, pressing a cleat up against the top. You'll have glue on it. And if this crack is fairly closed, but there was a big difference in height from one side of the crack to the other, but also pressure would pull it together, pull it tight, flush, as we had to do over here. Okay, first thing we're going to do here is we're going to poke our wire through, which our little winch we'll use to pull the cleat in place. And I will typically just use a steel guitar string. Typically the second string of an acoustic set is strong enough. The first one a lot of times will break if you're trying to really pull the crack into place. So we will just find a spot in the crack, and we will just simply poke it through, get it started, make sure that we can do it, and we can. And once we have that, now we'll have a spot already. You can see a tiny hole, and we'll pump glue into this crack, and then go from there. Okay, now we're ready to actually put some glue into this crack. And first thing we'll do is we're going to clean it off and also get a little bit of water into the crack with just a wet paper towel, because it dissolves our glue, so it's good to have that to clean through it off anyway. And having that little bit of moisture will help the glue to flow into the crack. We'll be using Tight Bond for this particular repair. I typically use Tight Bond or high glue for this. In this case, I feel Tight Bond is better because this is not something I'm going to be undoing later for repair, and also the white color will match the top. What we're going to do, we're going to pump glue in using this air gun with a suction cup tip. First thing to do is we'll apply just a drop of glue, just a single drop of glue to the crack itself. Press this down onto through the top of the guitar where the drop of glue is. And the suction cup, the air has nowhere to go except through the crack. So you force the glue down into the fibers of the wood, down in the crack. Don't want to use too much air pressure, it'll just blow the air outside of the suction cup. So just barely any air here. Then we want to adjust the air pressure down compressor. We're going to do that 10 psi or so. Okay. And we'll do this a couple times to make sure we've got glue all the way down into it. Okay, now we will actually install our cleat on the inside of the top. So first thing first, we'll hook our wire into the crack. Over here. We'll take our cleat, which we have drilled a tiny hole in the center of it for the wire to go through. Apply just a little bit of glue to the side that will be contacting the top. Wire hole. Find the hole. Good. Make sure glue when it gets tightened up, the glue inside. Glue on the outside. After that, I like to put a little piece of wax paper just to keep the glue from dripping down. So now, to actually apply pressure to our cleat, we want to use this little steel block. I'm not quite sure what this is, just something I found. You can buy the kit from Mr. McDonald that has the tool. It will have this little brass block that presses the surface in place. Wire goes through the hole, you tie it around it, and it pulls up. And once we have threaded our cleat through the wire, we will thread the other end of the wire through the tuner on our little tool here and tighten it down to pull it tight. And we've got a little bit of wax paper here just to keep it from scratching the top and any glue from sticking to this. Let that sit overnight, and tomorrow we'll take this off and we'll start touching up the finish. Alright, now that we've removed our clamps, everything's glued, we'll apply a few coats of finish to the areas here that need to be filled in. We'll take a few coats. Once we've done that, we'll just polish it up, blend it in. And, as always, I usually like to use Birchwood KC Truel for touch-ups like this. Easy to work with. If it's something big, I would go ahead and spray a whole coat of varnish, but I don't think that's necessary here. Alright, now we've got several coats of finish on it. You can see now that we are filled in. And I just simply took a little bit of rubbing compound, polished the top, the whole top, just to blend it in. Hope you enjoyed my video on repairing top crack on this little nice requinto, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't speak Spanish. Short scale classical guitar. The same ideas apply to any guitar. And please follow me on Facebook. And check out my website. It's guitarrepairnc.com. If you need anything repaired on any guitars or any type of string instrument, please give me a call or email or just contact form on the website. Always be glad to help. We'll see you around. I'm not a classical guitar player.